So the minutes just really give a sort of an interesting little behind the scenes glimpse at the conversations that were actually happening in cabinet at that time as this sort of very dramatic campaign unfolded. There are a lot of instances of Prime Minister Jean Chrétien saying that things were looking good. He was confident of a no victory. He even at certain times questioned whether the referendum would even happen. And then the big thing that changed was that the Yes campaign put Lucien Bouchard essentially in charge. So until then, the Yes campaign had been led by the Quebec Premier, Jacques Parizeau. And they decided, sort of in a last-ditch effort to kind of turn things around, to put Lucien Bouchard in charge. The No campaign had been leading by a significant margin. All of a sudden, that started to change. And within a couple of weeks after Bouchard taking over the campaign, suddenly the Yes campaign was leading, and it looked like Quebecers actually could vote to leave. And so what you see in the cabinet minutes is that all of a sudden there's this real change in tone. There's one particular meeting, which was about 6 days before the vote. Chrétien came into the meeting and he was sort of acknowledging the gravity of the situation. And he was essentially telling his ministers not to panic. And at that point, the decision had been made for him to really step in. He was going to make a televised address in the following days to the nation. He was going to, suddenly take a much larger presence in this campaign to try and appeal to Quebecers. There's another cabinet meeting the day after the vote, and you can sort of get the sense that this was a victory, but not the victory that the No campaign had been hoping for. Chrétien in that meeting tells his ministers, sort of encourages them to see this as a victory and to present it as a victory, to seem confident as they were addressing the public and the media, because it, of course, was not the victory that they had been hoping for. It was so narrow.